Morning, everyone, once again. And you all can keep yourself on mute. And now we are ready to start with our third session. So, welcome, everyone. I'll just share my screen. Just give me a moment. Okay, we'll just start from the beginning. Okay. So, as last time we mentioned that today we are going to talk about the prompting framework. Why is prompt so important? Why do we want to have a good prompt? As we mentioned last time, what we input, that is the kind of output we are going to receive. And first of all, what is a prompt? So when we talk about so these are the different, introduction we'll do to the prompting. I'll just spell out the agenda. Then we'll talk about the various prompting frameworks, one shot, multi-shot, chain of thought, and command prompting. We'll talk about the CoStar prompt, which is a very good way of prompting. And then we will learn to design effective prompting techniques. So before we start about prompting, yeah, I'll just want to, to make it more interesting, I'll tell you about the importance of prompting. Today, with the on this AI coming up, there is a whole new job which is coming up, which is only about prompting. If you're able to make good prompts, then as a prompt engineer, such specific jobs are available and they are earning quite a lot of money. So it's very important to understand that why it is prompting and what are the different types of prompting. So what is the definition? What is prompting actually? So when we create an input text that guides the language models to produce the desired output, means if we want to have some input from the LLM and then if it is not able to give up that output, is it of any use to us? You can put in the chat yes, no. Yeah, true, it's of no use to us. So if we want a clear output, we want to have clear inputs. So that is the importance of prompting. To get the output that we want, we should get that kind of inputs to get the desired output. And when we are doing, what is happening? I want to get, a summary of a document. So in that document is say 100 pages and I just write summarize. So it will produce one output for me. But what I want, it is quite possible that as I head the function of procurement, I want the outputs which are more towards the procurement. So when I want specific outputs, it is very important that I give that context that I want the summary, but I want the components which are related towards procurement, related towards finance. So that interface role is very, very important. And all the, as we talked in the first session about the large language models, LLMs, like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Grok. So these are all pre-trained models. And when we know that these are pre-trained models, and we want the specific task, it's very important to clarify exactly what we want. That we will see in few of the examples today as well. And then there can be a possibility where that we are dialoguing with the LLM, we are trying to do a summary, we may like to have some coding assistance. Some of the developers, they must be aware that earlier they were coding everything, but now the era has come of vibe coding. You say to the LLM and it will generate that code for you. So these are some of the use cases. So let's move forward. So we just talked that, the prompts should be clear and concise. They should be relevant, they should be accurate, they should be actionable. Why we want this? Because this would maximize the efficiency. And if I want X, I will get the answer as X. In place of reading the entire document, I'll get what I want. The document should be clear and verbose. Means it should yield detailed, accurate outputs, but may include unnecessary information. If you want some complex task which requires depth, so you have to prompt it in such a way. If you write a generic command, it will give you a generic answer, which may not, meet your requirement. It may lack the context. It may reduce your response quality. So if your question is very, accurate, it is giving the boundaries of what you want, then the output will be in a similar way. If your question is ambiguous, it's you also don't know what you want, it's quite verbose. We'll take a few examples as well. It will lead to confusing, incoherent, and irrelevant outputs. What happens then? The model goes into a loop and it will bring the unclear outputs to you. What happens with a good prompt? So the AI, the models are so same for everybody. The tool is the same. But when we put a different prompt, we get a different result. Poor prompt means it's a vague instruction. We are not giving the complete context. The tone is not correct. It is very generic. It's an unusable output we'll get. So we cannot say that AI did not fail. What is the reason? The prompt was unclear. If the prompt is unclear, then we will say, oh no, the Gemini is not giving good results, the Chat GPT is not giving good result. But there is a problem with the prompt. So that is the importance of the human in the loop. That human is creating those prompts. Then good, what is a good prompt? It should have a clear intent. It should have a relevant context. It should have a defined format. It has to be purpose driven output. And when we give a clear prompt, we get the useful result. So real world applications. So nowadays we all are on, using mobiles. We are on different apps. You are aware that through chatbots, we are connecting with the apps. So if we want to content, we are creating what I would say, birthday cards. We are creating certain images. We are creating some codes. And sometimes for learning also, we don't know a certain thing. So we just go to the Google and we Google out our answers. So it's doing the tutoring. Then there are industrial applications. So, OpenAI and Microsoft, what they do, they have a kind of special GPTs, which are pre-trained transformers. So, like if you want to know about investing, so there is a GPT which will tell you about investing. If you want to create a LinkedIn post, so you go to the, trained GPT for a LinkedIn post and it will tell you how to create a LinkedIn post. These topics we will cover, as we progress later. We are going to cover these topics as well. Enterprises, it is, by 2025 already 70% of the enterprise have already started integrating the prompting strategies. Why? Because AI, somewhere or the other, it is already in use. As we learnt in the first session, that, even in the Netflix or Amazon or Instagram or Facebook, that kind of post we see, it keeps on showing us similar kind of post. Flow over time. So use a timeline or a process to show the growth and diversified use. So how the timeline is increasing and how AI usage is increasing, that we all know. So now we'll talk about the various prompting frameworks and what are the strategies and how we are going to use these strategies. Yeah. So there are major prompting frameworks are like zero shot prompting, one shot prompting, few shot prompting, or chain of thought prompting. First, we will know about each of these prompting and then we will see how we do this. So what is a zero shot prompting? So just in zero shot promptings, we are giving no example. Just we give one instruction that draft a professional email requesting a meeting to discuss project updates. So we just say ki draft an email or we say summarize this document. These are zero shot. Just one prompt we are giving and AI what it will do? AI we learn that AI works without example. When we give one shot or zero shot prompting, output is generally generic. It's a good starting point, but we do not get the best results. So now coming to few shot prompting. One shot and zero shot and multi shot. So these are uh, quite similar, I would say. In zero shot, you are just giving a simple instruction. In one shot, we are giving one example only. But in few shot, we are giving multiple examples. Like for this, the multiple examples would be, we'll give the example that example is, dear team, I would like to schedule a meeting to review milestones. Example 2 could be, hello sir, requesting a short meeting to discuss current risks and timelines. And we give these two examples and then we say, now draft a professional email requesting a 30 minutes meeting with a senior manager to discuss project updates. We have given two examples so that it can choose that the format has to be of this kind. Then we come to the third one, which is the chain of thought prompting. So chain of thought means we will identify the key points to include. Then we will structure the email logically. And then we are giving all these prompts to the LLM. Then we will say, finally, write the complete email in a polite and concise tone. Okay. And there, whatever output we want, accordingly, we will choose kind of the framework. There's one more, we'll talk about it. So about these three, we will just compare that zero shot. If we talk about, it's very simple, it's fast, but it may lack the accuracy on the complex tasks. When we are talking about the few shot prompting, it improves the output quality, it has the context. The examples are, what is the limitations with this? It needs curated samples and increases input length. So what happens whenever we are interacting with the LLM, there are tokens consumed. So the more lengthier we make, we are consuming more tokens as the LLM has to read that much data and make some sense out of it. When we talk about chain of thought prompting, what is the strength? It is excellent in the multi-step reasoning because we are giving a complete framework to it. And then what are the limitations? It requires a complex prompt design. And naturally, when you are giving a longer prompt, the output time is also longer. So it is seen that if we are able to make better prompts, if we write conversational prompt and we write a, accurate prompt, defined prompt, we are able to increase the accuracy by 28%. So now we are talking about the CoStar prompting. So what is CoStar prompting? So when we talk about the CoStar, this see what is it indicating, that whenever we want to write such a prompt, we have to first give the complete context. So if you want, a working professional wants a help in drafting a mail, clear email, then what he will give the complete context, that I am a project manager, I am working with a senior stakeholder, and the stakeholder has limited time and prefers concise communication. So this is the context, that what is it about, who am I, what I want to do. Then what is the objective? So the objective is to draft a clear professional email requesting a 30-minute meeting to discuss project timelines and risks. So this is the objective, why this email is required. So we have given a clear objective. Then we are giving the steps also, that write a short subject line, open with a polite greeting, clearly state the purpose of the meeting, mention why the discussion is important, and close politely with the next steps. So we are giving step by step approach to the LLM, how this email is to be written. Then we are talking about the tools. What is a tool? Then we will guide the LLM, how should be the tone, how should be the language. So it will saying, like it's saying, use a professional email tone. Keep the language simple and direct. Then, what are the actions that are required to be taken? Generate the complete email using the above information, and we want a short email. So we are saying very clearly that keep it under 150 words. Then we are talking about the reflections. After writing the email, briefly explain why this structure works for senior stakeholders. So, I mean, this is for self reflection, that I want to understand that you have written this email, how this works, and why this structure is working for the senior stakeholders. So, just it as a one block, we have shown it over here, that context we have given, objective is also given, then short steps are given, tools are given, action is given, and reflection is given. So this is the complete prompt that we are giving to the LLM, that you have to write an email, but this should be the context, this is the objective, these are the steps, these are the tools, these are the action, and this is the reflection that I am looking for. So when we talk about, CoStar framework, though it may appear that it's a very long prompt, but it's about clearer thinking. All the questions we will take in the end. So what do we do? Common mistakes, as we mentioned, we say sometimes vague prompts. It is not having the complete context, complex instructions we are giving. And then we are ignoring the bias and the ethics. That is very important. Whenever we get at output, last time we had the complete session on this, that we need to have that ethical guidelines have to be followed. The input output need to be validated. That validations are very, very important. So when we talk about unlocking the power of effective prompting, then we have to understand that there is a framework. We should master that framework. We have to use the techniques that work. Look at what is the task that I want to do. See that which kind of a prompt would be good for me. View one shot, few shot, chain of thought, a co-star, which would be good for me. Then the design of the prompt should be very clear. And when we keep on learning, we iterate and we get the good outputs, we become a good prompt engineer. So now we are coming to certain questions. Okay, right. Now what we will do, we will give a question and your job is to write a clear prompt. So remember that you have to be clear, you have to add context, you have to specify the format. And there is no single correct answer. Okay, so we'll start with first one. You have to write a prompt to draft a polite meeting request email. This we have already done. Okay, let's take the second one. Summarization. Write a prompt to summarize a long report for a busy senior leader. So nothing is right, nothing is wrong. I want you to write this prompt in the comments, in the chat box. I want to see all the outputs. Very good, very good. You have to write the prompt in the chat box. Can you share an example of the output of? Yeah, yeah, we will just show. Don't worry. See, what happens, what when we are talking about the co-star, remember that we are, it's a framework. Co-star means C is for context. We are giving a context. Then O is for the objective. What we want to do. The objective is to request time for a meeting. The objective is to summarize this document for a leader who is the CEO or who is a procurement manager or who is a project manager. So we are giving the objective. What is it that is required for us? Then we will talk about that what is the um, what are the steps we are going to take, that if it is a mail or if it is a report, then we will write about that this report should be 150, this summary should be 150 words, or if I want a longer one, then I'll say it should be 300 words, and it should be into paragraphs, bringing about the context of uh, each subject in the report. Tools, I would say that it has, sometimes we want to generate for a friendly circle, so we can say it has to be friendly, it has to be chirpy note. When we are talking about professional, then it has to have a professional tone. Yeah, I may want a, poetic language. I may want a simple language. If it is professional, I can say that make it as a simple language. But if it is, for a friend and other things, I can say make it poetic, make it in a story form. So, action, what is my action required? Then I will say draft the summary in 300 words or in 500 words. And then reflection is for yourself. Tell me why this report would be good. Good for the management that I am seeing. Okay. Is it clear? Yeah, Shweta is saying create a precise summary of the given report in minimum words having clarity of subject matter. Okay. Summarize the point in sequence, emphasizing each. A meeting has to be fixed for 30 minutes with the higher financial officer regarding budget preparation for next year. Word limit 150. Very good, very good. Continue. Are we have 40 people, bhai. I should see at least 30 responses. Go ahead, go ahead. Then I'll show you the model prompts. Good, good. And here, as I mentioned you, nothing is right, nothing is wrong. Okay, so I'll just share it also. I am a financial advisor and to meet my CEO in simple language, in professional tone with word limit of 150. Yeah, you have to write that and to meet my CEO. What it has to do, that has to come. That he has to draft a summary or it has to do key points or whatever you want, that should be there, which is not coming. Okay, no worries. I'll just share you. Yeah. Okay. So, model a good prompt, I would say. Are you able to have a look at it? Okay. Summarize the following report. Means we are giving a input to it and we are saying that summarize the report for a senior leader with limited time. We can say highlight only key insight, highlight major risks and decisions required, and we can say that present in just 5 bullet points if we want the summary because the leader is not having much time. So we can say that summarize in 5 points. Okay, now we will do the next question. Okay, just hold on. I'll just share the screen. Okay, so now be ready for doing the next question. Just hold on. Yeah. Okay. So the task is now write a prompt to explain a technical concept to a non-technical person. Now you write a prompt to explain technical concept to a non-technical person. Yeah, answer reference, Shankar, we have already provided. Don't worry. We are talking about. Yeah, Piyush, very nice. Very nice you have written. Please write a mail on the project report summarizing with small subjects, starting with greetings while visiting a small meeting, objective of report. Use means when we are giving the complete context, then we will get a simple answer. Yeah, give me summary. Explain as if you are telling it to a 12-year-old. Good. Okay. Okay. So you now write for this. I'll just, paste it in this as well. Explain a technical concept to a non-technical person. Write a prompt. This is hands-on we are doing. Quickly, quickly, I want to see the answers. Yeah, very good, very good. Very good, very good. To a class 8 student in Trivandrum who doesn't have very good, Piyush. Wonderful. Yeah, Shobna, good. Explain as if you are telling to a 8-year-old. Very good. Summarize the judgment and prepare the summary pertaining to the symbolic possession so that a common man will understand what's very good, very good. I think now you all are getting the. Um, Now let me give you the next question. Very good. We will first show the model prompt and then we can go to the next question. Very good. Just hold on. Yeah. So explain artificial intelligence to non-technical working professional using simple language and one real world example about jargon limited to 150 words. So most of you have got it. Very good, very good. And now we will come to the task 4. We have 5 tasks for the day. Okay. So task 4 is write a prompt. Improving the communication. Write a prompt to rewrite a message to be clearer and more professional. So you already got a message, but it is not very clear. It's not communicating the intended message. So you have to write a prompt to rewrite a message to be clearer and more professional. Yes, very good, very good start. But everyone is not writing. Are you getting it? Or few people are writing very nicely? I want everyone to participate. Yeah, rewrite the prompt, we will not say. we have to rewrite the prompt. So we will say that like, yeah, please redraft this report or a message, making sentences small, concise. Very good, very good. Very good, Piyush. Sashti explain with specific example, vaccination and the people of 60 years diagram. Rewrite the given message, choosing more professional words along with clarity of topic. Very good. Hi, I'm attaching an email. Kindly go through it. I want you to write in the professional way, which is clear and understandable. I think this one message I found, explain with specific example regarding impact. See, we are not adding, we are not trying to add new things, Shashti. What we are trying to do, we are just trying to rewrite the message and make it more clear and concise. So we are, in this case, what example we have chosen, we are not adding new example. Yeah, Anshul, very good. Rewrite the message, choosing more professional words and in simple English. Very good, very good, wonderful. So coming to our model answer, I'll just paste it in the group only. You all have already, actually, most of you have already done that. So rewrite the message to be clearer, more professional, and easy to understand. Maintain a polite tone and remove unnecessary wording while keeping the original meaning. Okay, so now coming to our last example. Okay. So we are asking for a decisions support. Write a prompt to compare two options and support decision making. Okay. The prompt is there in the chat box. Write a prompt to compare two options and support decision making. See, we have two options. Say I have to buy a car. So I have two options. I have Tata Safari and maybe I have some similar, Scorpio XUV I want. So I want to compare these two options. So how can I make a better prompt so that, the LLM gives me a good answer? Yes, quickly, quickly, I want to see. या उदय जी, पीयूष, नितेश, फटाफट लिखो भाई। JK शर्मा जी। वेरी गुड। Yeah, write a prompt to compare. Just compare these medicines and which one is better and effective. Yeah. So we have to give the two medicines and which one is better and effective. Compare the very good. Which fruits will be better to take in winter, orange or apple? Very good. Compare two options in terms of pros and cons. There is a list of things I want. Please support in decision making. Okay. Compare the two options. Explain the merits and demerits so that I can easily understand, as I'm not a technically qualified person. Suggest way to decide on the best option based on the maximum number of merits. Very good to that. Very good. See, the more clear we make the prompt, you will get the answers in everything. But if you are choosing between apple or orange, then a simple prompt may be okay. But if you are talking about a technical product, then The prompt like Uday has written, tell me the merits, tell me the demerits, and suggest me the ways to decide on the best option is a good. Please act like an expert in automobile industry. Wonderful, very good. You have given a context that act like this. I want you to compare between these two cars, one and two. Give me precise comparison in tabular form. Very good. Compare between these two cars in terms of value for money, resale value, maintenance cost, etc., and find the best option for me. Okay, wonderful. Royal Enfield and Triumph are the two bike. Which one is better for me? Okay, good. I have these two. I want to pick one for better performance in AI use with a better battery life. Very good. You have given that. What are my outputs? What do I want? Very good. I have two options of either buying a car or using a public transport. So my monthly car running is 1,000 kilometers and capital. Wonderful. Very good. So we want if it is a complex query, if you write in such a way, you will be amazed at the responses. Very good. Everyone is doing very good. Kia Seltos, compare them and suggest best. Very good. Can you please compare LinkedIn and Naukri for recruitment? Please analyze in detail and let me know. So, Nitesh, your prompt is good, but you have to, mention that what is your position you are looking at. Because Naukri is very good for junior level positions. But if you are a senior leader, then LinkedIn is better. So, if you give it's not bringing in the context that who are you? Who are you looking at the platform for? So, that context will add value to this prompt. Acha, now, Lalita, you have written, I want to buy a good car. So you have to specify according to you what is a good car. See what happens for someone who is traveling long distances, fuel efficiency may be a good car. But someone who is at the very high end, he is looking at only the features and yeah, the aesthetic sense of it. That if I am going to buy a Lexus, so means then I have to first specify the context that who are you, and you have written that of Dodge, Diplomat, and Toyota. Toyota is a brand. It's not a which model you haven't mentioned. So we need to, if our prompts will be bit vague, so Lalita, just make sure that give it a more of a context, how you want to take it forward. Now, is the session making sense to everyone? I think you all are doing pretty well. Very nice, very nice. I am really very happy that you all are getting some value out of it. So what we will do now, the house is open for the questions. So you can ask questions. I think, are you able to unmute yourself? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yeah, very good.
Can you show us a prompt which you have created and the output so that we'll be in a position to understand in a better manner?
Oh, acha, model. Oh, sorry. I didn't show
Yeah.
that. This one. Because all your prompts were so good that I didn't even feel the need to show it. Okay, right. I agree. Just hold on. Just hold on. Just 1 second. Yeah. So we will talk about the option A and option B. We are comparing in option A, option B, we can mention whether it is a car, whether it is a product, it's a mobile phone, it's a TV, whatever we want to buy, we will mention the name of those products. And then we can say that based on the cost benefits, based on risk, long-term impact, present the comparison in a simple table and conclude with a neutral summary of trade-off. Means if I go with this, what am I losing with this? So I'm just asking about trade-offs as well. Okay, so now question time.
Can we have, say, we have worked on, say, how to make the prompts. Now, where we have to input it on a practical aspect, say, maybe,
Okay.
say, on the, say, online chat GPT, just like we go to the Google and type it
Okay.
uh,
A chat
on
GPT,
the,
I'll do a live demo. Don't worry. Just give me 1 second. I'll just open my chat GPT and then I'll show you. Just hold on. Okay. Wait, I'll just, what we will do, we will, from the messages only, I want to take one of your commands only. And then I want to show. First, I'll take this LinkedIn and Naukri wala. Okay? Because it's not very comprehensive. Let's see what kind of response we get. Okay? I'll just wait. Okay. Okay. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, so now this is a chat GPT. So at the moment, it's a 5.2 version. Everyone can see this? So now,
Yes.
I think Nitesh or somebody asked this, can you please compare LinkedIn and Naukri for recruitment? Please analyze in detail and let me know top 5 points. So we will just put it to chat GPT and we will just see. So this chat GPT thought for 6 seconds and then, so it is giving, see, it's giving you an answer. Reach and audience, who you will actually find. LinkedIn is equal to broader global plus mid-senior professional reach. Naukri equal to very large India-focused active candidate pool, especially early to mid-career. Okay? It's saying that in LinkedIn there are 1 billion global members. Naukri, it's saying that it's a market-leading Indian job portal. Then it's talking about the candidate quality and sourcing. That LinkedIn mein you will get strong passive candidate reach. You can reach through email, you can talk through referrals, you can talk through talent solution. Naukri is an excellent resume search mode. Then it's talking about the tools. Tools, it's saying that LinkedIn will do deep analytics. Naukri, what it will do? It will do a resume search. Then if you talk about the cost, it is giving you a model. But what your intent was when you were asking about these two models, you wanted to know कि I want to do on, we are comparing for recruitment. But if I want to compare for myself, that is Naukri good for me or is LinkedIn good for me? Then I got, in that, I would say a vague pool that I got lot of information about LinkedIn. I got lot of information about Naukri. So, but I am not sure where I have to put it. Then I do research into each. But same command now, if I write, I'll just wait, I'll share again.
Yes, ma'am, mainly for ROI, so where the better ROI is there.
Right. So now then you ask again. So now we will make a new prompt. See, so I am a senior professional. I am a senior professional working in the area of project management with over 30 years of experience. Currently, you can say that currently working for, I'll just take an example, ठीक है ना, Vedanta. Currently working for Vedanta and looking for options to find a career, looking for options to find a change in my career. Find a change in my career. And why? For better, I would say that better exposure. Then I can say, suggest me if Naukri or LinkedIn is the best choice and why. So it will say, given your profile and career objective, LinkedIn is clearly the better primary choice with Naukri as a secondary supporting channel. So, and it will tell me here's a crisp senior level rationale tailored to your experience. So it will tell why LinkedIn fits you best. Your experience is your story. So it will give you a better exposure to diverse opportunities. Recruiters for leaders live on LinkedIn. There is a control, discretion, and positioning. So why I strongly recommend you do it will give you a 90-day plan also, what you have to do. So is it making some sense? Is it giving some clarity? Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. So when we, the effective prompts we make, the effective answers we get. Any other question before we close? We are already ahead of time. We've done 10:50.
So, in order to summarize a Zoom meeting, suppose there was a Zoom meeting yesterday. So at my office, so if I want to summarize it, I cannot do it unless and until I have the recording. Or how do I give the prompt to AI?
So what happened? There are nowadays AI note takers. So when you join a meeting, your note taker can also join a meeting. But some people would allow the AI note takers to take the meeting, and some like we will not allow AI note taker to come and join this meeting. But if it's an official meeting nowadays, generally it is accepted. Yeah, Ravindra is saying like read.ai. Like read.ai, there are multiple platforms. So you can download that platform, and that can join your meeting as well. Like fireflies.ai is also there. So if fireflies, read.ai, they will join, they will make the summary of the meeting.
Okay.
Okay. Any other question? Okay, good then, wonderful. So we'll meet next time again, same time. Yes, yes. Note in your see, in these chat GPTs and all, they are multilingual models. So you can work in your own language as well. Yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. You can put your feedback in the group. We'll open it for half an hour. If you want, you can share your feedback. Thank you. Thank you so much.